Yo, Farmer Dre back at us. Another beautiful day here on the farm. We are out here in the strawberry field. And I had a lot of questions asked in my last video about biodegradable plastics. So that's what I'm gonna talk about today and why we don't use them and other issues with that. And I'll explain that in a little bit. But we're gonna jump in the mulch lifter and continue lifting a mulch. So we do not use any biodegradable mulch here on our farm, and I'm going to get to that later in the video. But over here in the strawberry field, what we have to do, since we're running out of land here slowly because we keep on replanting more and more, especially with the strawberries. In 2019 I planted 10,000 plants, 2020 planted 35,000, 2021 we're planting 45,000. So we need more land to keep on growing and expanding. And you know, here in Southwest Missouri, there's not very many like 100-acre fields or anything like that, just because it's just we have all these rolling hills and whatnot. And strawberries, ideally you want to wait 2 to 3 years before you plant in the same spot. Like I said, we are slowly running out of land, so we cannot do that. So we got to plant strawberries in the same spot that we have before. So that's the only downside of having such small acreages. We can't really do that crop rotation. Ideally what we have to do is plant like squash or pumpkins or anything like that, let it sit, and then crop rotate every couple of years. But you know, we gotta do what you gotta do to make things work, and this is what we gotta do here. So we're cleaning up the field, and I'm gonna start plowing it up. Gotta keep it worked up, get it ready to lay plastic. We're hopefully gonna start laying plastic within the next week here and start planting. I want to be done planting by the first week of September. So that's the plan and idea. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna talk about this video is all about why we don't use biodegradable mulch. For the ones who don't know, there's regular plastic mulch, and this is it right here. It's just plastic. This is 1.25 mil plastic. It's real thin. It's used a lot in vegetable production, fruit production. And this is it right here. You know, it's pretty durable, nice, and just plastic. I don't know, black plastic. They make the white on black as well. And then we also have a drip tape in here. And then they also make biodegradable plastic, which is made out of cornstarch. And after a certain amount of time, it degrades and it disappears in the soil. You have a nice healthy soil, and the microbes and everything else eat it up and use that cornstarch there as a source of food, as a source of protein. And then the mulch disappears and it's gone, and you come back through there. You might find a few pieces here and there that haven't degraded, but majority of the time the biodegradable mulch is gone within, I say, 5 to 6 months. We're more than 3/4 way done here. I lifted this last week, and now I have the guys out there. They're picking up the mulch, cleaning off the debris, all that left over. That's what I didn't want to do, is go through there by hand, but you live and learn. There was just too much mess and too much plant. The plants are just, the residue is so thick on it that we have to do it anyway. But what I'm doing here with Isaac's in the tractor, and I'm taking the mulch here and I'm tying it into the roller here, and got the drip tape in here as well. And this thing just spins. I sit in this basket here and control hydraulic oil. It's not even on. Isaac, what are you doing, bud? Anyways, it spins and then it rolls up there nicely. And we also get the drip tape all in one, and we roll it up nicely. So whenever the plastic is nice and loose, has no residue on it, it goes fast. I mean, we could finish the row here in about 5 minutes or so, but if there's a lot of residue on it, the plastic just tears, and it's terrible. It makes our life a whole lot harder than it should be. So yeah, that's what this machine does right here. Next year I'm gonna do some things a little different, mow it down closer to the ground, and hopefully we don't have to get the guys out here to pick up the mulch by hand, and then it'll just make our life a whole lot easier. But this thing right here saves us. I just got it last week. I'll show you guys. It does wonders. Alrighty, so what I do here, I just get the drip tape. You want to tie it on the first round. You would just want to make it really loose, so that whenever you do take it off, it is not a pain to take off. If you put it on tight, it's a pain to take it off. Then so what we're going to do here is I just tie it around however you want. As it moves forward, then start wrapping it. Just like that. Real loose the first round. Let me make it real loose. Snap. Hey, Isaac, hold up. Drip tape fell off. Gotta fix it. about $1 a piece right here, so don't want to lose those. Anyways, you guys on this bar here, might you guys roll away, tie a knot, drip tape, and everything here we just dispose of it. We don't ever reuse any of this because it has a bunch of holes in it. It's nice and torn, and nobody used to reuse something that's old. Okay, go ahead, Isaac. About 2-3 miles an hour. So it goes pretty quick. Just like that. As long as there's no tears in the plastic, good to go. Yeah, so this machine here works wonders. Does a really good job. Just got to keep this in line and get things pretty nice. Got a couple here. Gotta save $1 somewhere. Go ahead. So we're out here, the thing is full, and all we do here, it took us 2 minutes, or a little longer than that to do the whole roll. All you do is just pull off the send here, one-handed, pull this off. There it is, 500 plastic of mulch, rolled up nicely. Put it on to the next row. So just got done lifting up all the mulch. We'll come back out here tomorrow, pick up all these tiny pieces here, and bring out the disc, level it out, start doing soil work, and hopefully we'll get all this done and plowed here pretty quick. Start laying plastic, like I said. But the only reason we don't use biodegradable mulch is because it will not last in a strawberry field. That's the honest truth of it. And like in a vegetable standpoint, let's say you're planting watermelon or cantaloupe, you lay the plastic early spring, let's say April, early May, you plant, and then by the time you harvest the crop, melons, you know, you give 100+ days. That, you know, by August or so, you're already, the crop's out of the field, and you're just waiting for that mulch to degrade. And by, you know, October, November, most of the mulch is gone. So that's 3, 4, 5 months, and the mulch is gone. In the strawberries, we lay the plastic in August, especially here in Southwest Missouri. We plant, and then the plastic needs to stay nice, clean, and together up until harvest. So by the time we even start picking a fruit, the plastic has already been in the ground for 9 months, and then we start harvesting the fruit. So if you were to put biodegradable plastic down on strawberries, let's say you put it in the fall, August, by December, it's already 5 months, it's gonna start degrading, and then you got another 5 months in the spring, 5 to 6 months in the spring. By the time you even start harvesting the strawberries, your mulch is gone, you got a bunch of weeds, your berries are touching the soil. It's just, it creates more and more problems. So yeah, biodegradable mulch is nice for different vegetables. If you're just doing tomatoes, peppers, and other fruiting crops like watermelon, cantaloupe, that you're planting, the plant grows, you start harvesting, and then you pull them out of the ground. That works great. But in a strawberry field, where we're keeping the plants alive for so much longer than 5 to 6 months, biodegradable plastic will not work in this situation. And the majority of guys who use the biodegradable plastic, they have many fields where they rotate year to year. So let's say you would put a crop in the ground, let's say tomatoes, biodegradable plastic this year. Next year you'll probably plant a crop like sweet corn or green beans or something like that. It doesn't require mulch, just because if any of that mulch is not degraded, then if you're not trying to work up the soil as much and trying to lay down more plastic, you don't have to worry about it. So sweet corn, like on a vegetable farm, sweet corn and laying plastic is very common in a rotation. A lot of the guys here in our area do that. The ones that grow vegetables on plastic, just because like a piece of mess like this, if it's if it's biodegradable mulch, you could plant corn through that and you wouldn't have to worry about that. But if you're planting, trying to lay plastic again, and if that mulch ain't degraded, then they're gonna have bigger issues down the road. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons we do not use any biodegradable mulch on our farm. And it's just, there's a give take to everything. You put down the biodegradable mulch, then you have risk of it degrading before you start harvesting the strawberries, or you just put down the regular one and have to put in a little more man hours and time and energy into picking it up. But every operation is different, everybody's situation is different. This is what we do here on our farm. It works great, and we're just continue doing it. Alrighty, y'all, this is gonna be it for today. If you guys haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button, smash that like button if you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever I do upload a video. I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. Y'all have a good day. We will see you next time.